Hi students, today we can study introduction of exercise 1.2. Then in this exercise we will study three type set. Set already you know what is set. Set is a well defined collection, isn't it? Then different three type set. First set is empty set. What is empty set? Then we can write the definition of empty set: a set which does not contain any elements is known as empty set. A set which does not contain any element. In that set, no elements, nothing is there. Okay, that type set is known as empty set. Then empty set, we can say null set. Another name, null set, otherwise or void set. Three names: empty set, null set and void set. All same meaning. Then empty set representing by, denoted by this symbol. That means 5. Can write this is 5, P-H-I. This is a Greek word 5. For representing empty set we will use 5. Otherwise this two curly bracket inside nothing. This one also we used to use. Then some example we can see. Set A, x such that x is an natural number between 5 and 6. X such that x is a natural number between 5 and 6. This is a set builder form, isn't it? Already you have studied this set builder form. Then if you are writing this set in tabular form, how you can write? X is a natural number between 5 and 6. Which are the numbers known as natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. All the counting number is known as natural numbers, isn't it? Then between 5 and 6. Between 5 and 6. In between 5 and 6, which number is there? Nothing is there. You will get 5.5. 5.5 is not a natural number, isn't it? That means between 5 and 6, no natural numbers is there. That's why we can write empty set. No elements, isn't it? Then one more example we can see. X such that x square equal to 4. One equation given, x square equal to 4. If x is an odd number, we can see one more example. B equal to x, set x such that x square equal to 4. X is an odd number. Then if you solve x square equal to 4, what will you get? X equal to the square, bring to right side, square root of 4 equal to plus or minus 2. X equal to plus or minus 2. Then if you write in tabular form, we set In here, plus or minus 2. Two elements are there. But two conditions are given there. First one is x square equal to 4. X is an odd number. In here, any odd number? 2 is not an odd number. Isn't it? 2 is even number. That's why we cannot consider any element. Then what we will get? That is empty set. 5. Otherwise, this number. You can write 5. B equal to 5. This example for another empty set. Now we can study second type set, finite. Finite means countable. Countable. And then infinite means uncountable. Uncountable. Then first, finite set. First we can see definition of finite set, both finite and infinite. A set which does not contain any element or contain definite number of elements is known as finite set. Otherwise, infinite. Then, a set which does not contain any element or contain definite number of elements. In one set, no elements means we can say that is finite set. Otherwise, this contain definite number of elements. That means we can see one example. From there we can understand more. 1, 2, 3. Set 1, 2, 3. In here, how many elements are there? Only 3, isn't it? We can count 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Then this set A is known as finite set because we can count, isn't it? Already written countable. This is countable, isn't it? The number of elements in this set we can count. Then is finite set. Then B. MD. MD set also example for a finite set. MD set also. The next C. 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. What about this set? C equal to set 1, 2, 3, etc. Then this number of elements, how many in here? We cannot count 1, 2, 3. That is infinite, isn't it? That means this set is infinite set. From that way, you can understand finite set means the number of elements that is definite. Isn't it? We can count. But infinite set, we cannot count. All natural numbers, how many? We cannot count, isn't it? That is example for an infinite set. The next set is equal set. What is equal set? Two sets A and B said to be equal if they have exactly the same element. We can see one example. Set 1, 2, 3. Set A. Then another set 1, 2, set. Then in the set A, which are the elements 1, 2, 3. The set B, which are the elements 1, 2, 3. Both elements are equal, isn't it? That's why we can say A equal to B. Set A equal to set B. If they have exactly the same elements. Okay. That's why we can say set A and B are equal set. One more example. Set. Then 2, 4, 6. then D, set D 1, 2, 6. What about C and D? Elements in set C 2, 4, 6, but D 1, 2, 6. In set D, 1 is there, but in C, 1 not there, isn't it? That's why the C and D is not equal set. That is unequal, isn't it? Because elements are different. Now we can see exercise 1.2. Question number 1. Which of the following are example of null set? What is null set? Null set means empty set. Okay, a set which does not contain any element. That type set is known as null set or empty set. Then in here 4 different type sets given. We have to check these sets are empty or not. First one, Roman number 1. A set of odd natural number divisible by 2. Odd numbers you know, isn't it? Which are numbers are known as odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. These are the odd natural numbers. Then divisible by 2. 1 divided by 2, 3 divided by 2, 7 divided by 2. Possible or not? 1 divided by 2. We cannot divide. If you divide means you will get decimal number, isn't it? That means we cannot divide. Then 3 divided by 2 also we cannot. 1.5 only. That is decimal number only, isn't it? We will not get any natural number. Then 5 divided by 2. So not so. No answer, isn't it? Then that's why set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2, we cannot find out any element from here. That's why this is example for empty set. First one is example for an empty set, otherwise null set. Then Roman number 2. What is Roman number 2? A set of even prime numbers. Prime numbers you know, isn't it? Then which are the numbers are prime numbers? That means 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. In lower class also we have studied. These numbers are prime number. One number divisible by 1 and that number itself. Okay, that type number is known as prime number. Then a set of even prime numbers. In here can you see any even number? You can see 2. 2 is an even number, isn't it? Then if you write this set, we can write equal to set. In this set 2 is a one element, isn't it? Then this is null set or not? That is non-null set because 2 is there, isn't it? One element is there. That's why this is not a null set. This is not example for null set. Now Roman number 3. X set x such that x is a natural number x less than 5 and x greater than 7. What will you get? Check it in number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is like our natural numbers. Then condition given x less than 5. That means this side. X less than 5 and x greater than 7 from here. Then any common number, if we consider x less than 5 means 4, 3, 2, 1 like that, isn't it? Then x greater than 7 means 8, 9, 10. Any common number can you find out? We cannot find out any common number according to this condition, isn't it? That means no element in this set. This is empty set only. Okay, example for an empty set. Then Roman number 4 set y such that y is a point common to any two parallel lines. Just two parallel lines. Then from here can you find out any common point? If you are putting here one point, this is a point in first line, this is second line. There is a point in first line. Okay, then that is not common. We need one common point in two parallel lines. Can you find out? This will go always parallelly. That will not join each other, isn't it? That means no common point we cannot find out from here. That's why this Roman number 4 is example for a empty set. Then again check it. Roman number 1 is example for an empty set. Then 2, Roman number 2 is not a empty set because 2 is there, one element is there. Then 3, whatever 3 is a empty set. Then 4 also empty set.